Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
You grow up in a small town, and in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
So you still don't recycle this at the office?
'Cause you're too busy? Work, work, work.
Or you're too important, like the boss.
The big boss. Do this, do that.
Oh, recycling's not in your job description? Hey, not my problem.
Recycling's not in your inbox? Not in your to-do list?
Hello?
You drink it, you bin it.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Why not? Just watch. Why not? Keep scrolling, I slide. Why not?
As a broadcaster and Hall of Fame football player, I'm constantly in the lab of life. For 15 years, my friends at Knott Auto Corp have been pioneers as well.
Why not?
Introducing Winnipeg Car Lab, custom car wraps, graphics, and auto
Why
services. Winnipeg, why not get in the lab?
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon & Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canada Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canada Inn's. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Goldeyes, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to fundingchange.ca/MB Curl Museum. Thank you for joining us for this Manitoba Championship draw, brought to you by Seagram's 83, Manitoba's #1 whiskey.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Welcome to our coverage of the RME Women of the Rings Championship presented by Case IH in Pilot Mound. I'm Sean Grassi alongside Jill Officer. This is the final round robin draw for the Asham Ultra Force group. Our feature match features Christy Watling's team out of the East St. Paul Curling Club and Beth Peterson from Assiniboine Memorial. Both of these teams currently sitting at 3-1 records. All 3 games on this final draw for the Asham Ultra Force group could have implications for which 3 teams qualify for the championship round. On sheet A, it'll be Lane Prokopowicz versus Alyssa Calvert. Sheet C, Darcy Robertson versus Cassidy Dundas. Our feature game, Christy Watling versus Beth Peterson. Peterson, Watling, and Robertson all at 3-1. Alyssa Calvert also in contention in this group at 2-2. The top 3 teams, at the conclusion of this draw, will advance to tonight's championship round, which begins at 6:30 p.m. Jill, any initial thoughts on this match? We set to get going between the number 2 seed in this event, Beth Peterson, and number 3, Christy Watling, seated behind number 1, Kate Cameron, the final draw for this Asham Ultra Force round robin group.
Yeah, we've seen a few games already that have not gone in the way of either of these top seeds. So this should be a matchup. It's going to be extra important for them, given that pretty much all these games have implications on who moves forward. So it should be a good and hard-fought battle.
Yeah, we've seen some of the higher seeds either lose to a lower-seeded opponent or sneak by like in a tight game, extra end. Do you think that just shows sort of the parity of this field and how competitive it is?
Definitely, that's definitely the case. I think that we see, a veteran like Robertson, Darcy Robertson, knocking off a couple of those top seeds, and some other newer type names that are also giving really good games and knocking off some of the top seeds. So it is really definitely showing the equality here in the field.
Lead Sarah Pike throwing the opening rock for Team Christy Watling of East St. Paul Curling Club, calling into the top forefoot. We've seen Jill a lot of games this week. Sort of the early trend, the first end, teams going top 4, the opposition hitting, just sort of keeping it a little more wide open. Is that just both teams sort of want to get a feel for the ice early on before they play a more aggressive style?
Yeah, I suspect that that's certainly part of it. It's a longer game with these 10-end games in the playdowns, so there's not as much of a rush to get right into it. Some teams want to just get comfortable, and I think with the close games that we've been seeing, it probably makes sense for these teams to have that comfort level.
Lead Melissa Gordon-Kurst for Team Peterson of the Assiniboine Memorial Curling Club. Throwing a hit with her opening stone. Sweepers almost held that for a biter, but just rolls outside the rings. Again, Watling choosing on Sarah's second rock to go again, top forefoot.
Sometimes we do see with the 5-rock rule that on the lead's second shot, they might choose to throw up a guard. But it looks like Watling is going to just make Peterson work for their points here in the first end.
Right. If that rock wasn't right in the top forefoot, Peterson may elect to throw the corner, but if it's in a good spot, top forefoot, top button, more likely Peterson may play a hit on it.
It's a little short, but Beth's going to choose to hit regardless.
With that rock just inside the rings, does give Melissa a chance if she can nose hit or even slightly off the nose. She could stay within the free guard zone area if they choose to play it that way. Well, I'll text them.
Great throw.
forcing the hit out here into the wings a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see a different spot out here. Second, Emily DeShane for Team Watling.
This one's really moving. They're going to have to go for a piece on this one. They just barely clip it far enough to go out,
Yeah,
though.
just might have got that rock started a little bit, but good sweeping to hold the line just to at least get that rock out of the rings.
So rather than putting up a guard at this point, Beth's playing a little bit more of a safer call, I would say, by playing a freeze to this back one. Maybe an opportunity to make a nice freeze and make it difficult for Watling to get out, but also not risking too much.
Yeah, so as Zura Wisner playing down to your own rock there in the back, and again, just trying to simplify things this first end. Emily now with the wide out turn hitting the other side of the sheet for a second stone. Might have just got that one a little bit back, but still enough to make contact with the rock. Beth looking to play the same freeze attempt on this one. Megan Walter throwing now, playing second for Team Peterson. The alternate on this team playing in place of Catherine Remillard.
We're all there. Okay, yeah, you're holding pretty good. Yeah, bigger ad. Yeah. Okay. You're curling big now. It's trying. I think you're okay. Down. Yeah, I think you're okay. You're not anywhere close to line, so just okay.
Good chance for Team Peterson this throw to at least sort of get their draw weight early on some kind of no-risk shots with a couple of rollouts from Team Watling. Third, Laura Burdick now throwing for Team Watling.
They'd love to be able to roll this a little bit just to the wing, sit right in front of that.
Create a possible jam back there. At least most important to stick that rock there, force Peterson to play hit on this rock. Not give them another chance to play the freeze to that backstone. Third, Kelsey Calvert, her first rock of the opening end for Team Peterson. Again, looking to make the hit, maybe a slight roll to the outside to stop in front of that rocked outside the rings. Could create a jam opportunity.
Yeah, that's a really nice roll. It's a little bit tricky for Beth to call the line on that simply because of wanting to make sure they stuck around.
Now this rock for Laura Mangles is get this red rock out a little trickier to stick and avoid the jam. Do you think Julie may play that one a little bit too aggressively to get to the nose of that rock as opposed to just sort of peeling it out?
Yeah,
on
exactly.
The outside?
Yeah, and now that one is sitting at the back, so now it's a chance for Peterson to set up for two.
So looking just for a nose hit here on Kelsey's second rock here in the first end for Team Peterson. Nice hit and stick for Kelsey to line 2 for Team Peterson.
Emily's just taking a look at the double to see how much they have to hit to clip that one at the back. So I just heard Christy say she's throwing 8.5, so that tells me that the double is the first choice of shot here. Otherwise, I don't think they would play that much weight at this shot. It's floating out a little bit. Oh, and just actually missed it just over the top of that back one, which was a lot thinner than I think they were actually playing it.
Okay, quite a few rocks down on this side now, so just watch it. Yeah, put it right back. Draw the button speed.
So as we know, the teams throw draw to the button in their pregame practice to determine who has the last stroke advantage. And so that often becomes a reference point, especially early in the game, for the teams to discuss what the speed is comparatively.
A little more line than Meg. Okay, let it work as good as you can. He is good. Hard, Meg.
Sweeper is really working this one, but I think they'll be able to get it there, no problem.
Keep going. Make it as steep as possible. Good brush. Okay, good sweeping. 15-3. Sorry.
So Christy will she's taking a touch less ice and going to try to play this double still. Definitely at this point, it's worth playing the double, trying to get rid of both and prevent Peterson from getting the deuce.
Yeah, it's like 2/3.
Gonna try and hit this rock about 2/3 high side to make the double for Team Watling.
Oh, again, she just misses over the top of that back one. That's hard to do twice in a row.
They're probably trying to make that double the other way to hit it thicker, hit about
Exactly.
2/3, but they almost got it the thin way, really close.
Yeah, exactly what they did on the first one.
So free draw here for Beth. They get her 2 points in the first end. So it's fairly wide open end, but Beth will be definitely pleased to come away with this with 2 points with an end that was not too many rocks in play, fairly wide open end.
Yeah, it was really just that one missed shot by Watling's third to
A little more.
Yeah, just a jam on that rock.
to jam on that rock.
Line's nice. Curling now. Curling yet. There it goes. Yeah, curling now.
Sweeper's just keeping this rock clean as it comes into the house.
Yeah, that's a lot more than she actually threw on the first one. They got a 15-3 on the first one.
And it settles into the back 8 foot, so 2 points on the board for Team Peterson. Jump out to a 2-0 lead. We'll be back momentarily.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba.
So a deuce on the opening end for Team Beth Peterson out of the Assiniboia Memorial. Took an early lead in our feature matchup. Again, all 3 games on this final draw for the Ashram Ultra Force group could have implications as to which 3 teams qualify for the championship round. Sheet A, Alyssa Calvert at 2-2, still in contention, playing Lane Prokopowicz. Darcy Robertson at 3-1. Playing against Cassidy Dundas. And also at 3-1 currently, the 2 teams on our feature matchup on Sheet B, Christy Watling and Beth Peterson. Top 3 teams from each pool advance to the championship round, which begins tonight, 6:30 p.m. In the Ashram group, they had their final round robin game this morning. So the top 3, Lisa McLeod at 4-1, Haley McFarland also 4-1, Kate Cameron at 3-2. So those teams have advanced to the championship round.
Okay, we're probably over curling. We're all there. Okay.
So we saw the Peterson team go top house on their first rock. Watling throwing the corner guard.
Okay, Melissa. Okay.
Melissa sliding just a little bit deep on this tight guard attempt into the rings.
With that corner up now, Christy can try to roll behind it, make use of it early in the end.
Yep. Hard.
Lead Sarah Pike for Team Watling.
Really hard.
This one's really taking off.
Yeah, they were looking to hit the outside of the rock and actually roll behind the corner, but it just seemed to take off early. At least able to remove the other Peterson rock, stick in the rings.
Do you want that 10 that they just threw, or 10-5? Got it.
Megan Walter looking for a hit here on the yellow Watling rock. Is she trying just to maybe nose hit that or roll to any certain spot, Jill, on this one? Or?
Yeah, I think probably sticking close to that. I don't think they want to roll too far out simply because they don't have last rock.
Probably just want to keep plates to the middle and avoid having Watling use that corner guard.
Exactly, yeah.
So nice hit and stick from Megan Walter. So Watley trying the hit and roll again on Emily's rock. Try to get the outside of the rock and roll to the direction of that corner guard. Try to at least get partially behind cover or keep play a little more to that side so they can eventually use that corner guard. Getting out of rock just slightly over curl, but got to the nose though.
10-5.
So calling those hit and rolls, Jill, on ice like this must be difficult with the amount of curl. You have to really anticipate that rock's going to go pretty hard at the end, right, with the amount of curl out here?
Definitely the curl, and also I think the speed. It's quite quick out here. The time is approximately 15 seconds between hog lines, and it makes it a little more lively in the house too. So you have to be really mindful about the weight that you're actually throwing on these hits to get hits and rolls.
Right. Anything too thin, as you mentioned, with how lively the rocks are and how fast it is, that roll could go farther than you might anticipate, right?
Exactly, yes.
So Watling now looking to use that corner guard. Come around attempt with Emily's second shot in the second end.
Yeah, the way those red ones ended up staggered is not real great for Peterson's team, to be honest. It almost acts as another corner guard for Watling's team.
Yeah, with the way this ice curls, Watling's team could get around that at some point, and there'd be no run back available for Team Peterson.
Just a little extra weight, and these rocks don't do anything.
4-4.
Slides to the back 8 foot, but it is wide open.
10.
First rock for third Kelsey Calvert for Team Peterson in the second end.
First hit we've really seen to the wings here.
Yeah.
Curled pretty good off of the center line.
Yeah, good brush, just a hit and stick right there. Team Peterson line 3 without the hammer.
Here.
Team Watling with Laura Burnick's first rock looking to hit, potentially get under cover. Could draw around that corner as well, but they wouldn't be shot rock. So is that the biggest factor in this decision to hit, Jill? Is that they're going to be at best second shot, maybe third shot, they play the come around that corner?
Yeah, I think it makes sense for them to just hit this for now. I think they're probably a little more on the nervous side to have too many red rocks sitting around.
Yeah.
That was the one thing they couldn't do is roll out.
They were close to getting the roll behind the 2 reds at the top of the rings, which would have been a nice result.
Yeah,
so there's really 2 shot options here, and that one of them is to draw as they've called. The other one is to peel Watling's corner guard. And so Beth just throwing out a third option to potentially almost, split the rings to some degree, not to the same extent that you would if you had last rock, but they recognize that if they waste a rock on peeling Watling's guard, then Watling's going to use those red rocks, as we discussed a few shots ago, as another corner guard. So they've chosen to beat Watling's team to this shot by playing the come around.
Yeah, based on the rock, the fact those rocks are staggered. If Watling did get around there, there'd be no easy run back for Team Peterson. So they're going to sort of beat them to the shot, try to get in there first.
Good spot.
Great come around from Kelsey Calvert.
Let's make this. Okay.
Team Peterson line 3, one of which is buried, top 4 foot.
So Watling's going to get rid of these staggers that are hurting them right now.
Yeah. Laura Burnick looking to make the double and open up the shot rock on the 4 foot.
Just a little bit on the wide side there, and really only removed one.
Like where it was?
It would have been better for her to even nose it and leave her own rock there in front, because they could run that back.
To at least make the double,
I think that's close. Okay, I think it's good. Yeah, we got it. 14-8 on you. Yep. Okay. Nice and tight. If you slip in kind of to that same spot, it's not bad. Just straight guarding that one. Speed's good here, hey?
Beth Peterson with her first rock in the second end, just looking to guard the shot rock. She mentioned she wants this guard a bit on the tight size. That Jill higher guard would maybe make sort of the chase with like a backline hack weight shot more accessible for Watling if this guard's too high.
Definitely, the ice conditions here completely allow for that, which is why Beth wants it tighter. I actually wondered if on Laura Burtnick's last one, whether Christy would have actually called to come around and tap that, because you could sort of see a piece of it, but they didn't even look at that.
Just the way the ice curls, those shots are available for these teams. Yeah.
Curl, Meg, curl.
This one looks like it really needs to move, so it might be a little bit heavy. Looks like it's going to come right into the rings.
Whoa.
Good judge.
Okay, so a little bit deeper than Team Peterson would have liked. Double opportunity now for Christy Watling.
Yeah, she'll have to be careful about how she hits this, though, because in order to truly make the double, I think she has to be mindful about where her shooter is going to end up. She needs to keep her shooter around if they want to hope to still score 2 this end.
And it looks not a lot of room on the intern side to just get by the one on the top, if you want to play it that way.
Exactly.
Which would be difficult.
More like 2/3.
Playing it this way with the out turn off center would be hard to hold your shooter as well with the double.
Yeah, and so to cross it, for them to roll behind the red one that's at the top of the 12-foot, they won't get rid of both red rocks.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So Christy Watling with her first rock in the second end, facing 3 Peterson counters. Laura Brother trying to get this rock to curl.
That's actually not a bad option. That was another option for them, was just to nose.
Even though they left best team still shot rock, that is directly in front of the Peterson stone. So a good result for Team Watling.
I can just make this double, but yeah, or you just go here and if it doesn't have it, you just cross
right
it
in
a
it?
hair. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Right in the middle. Same line? Same ice? Yeah. You got it.
So I think they've just decided to...
She has a pretty easy double for 2. If we straight guard, she has a pretty easy double for 2. Just the red? It's like 7/8 high. Just put it right in the crotch of those. The only other thing is to go open side over here. Yeah. I'd like to be in.
So
I started to explain, but Beth took over. So.
Yeah. She explained it well, yeah.
Yes, she did.
So they were concerned if they throw the straight guard, they could leave a potential double off of 2 red rocks currently in the house. So what are they looking for in this rock, Jill, as they're trying to come into the rings as opposed to throwing the guard?
I didn't think I was too positive.
I think they're trying to almost take away both shots that Christy has, which is hitting the yellow one straight onto the red for 2, or playing the double on the right-hand side as we're about to see
sort
it.
of in the pocket is what they're hoping for.
Yeah. This looks like it was a little bit heavy, so it's not curling, and they're trying to call a plan B.
So it just sort of nudges the yellow rock over, rolls into lie second shot. Peterson curling line 2. Christy Watling about to throw her final stone in the second end.
Yeah, I think they rolled off just enough to make this double a little bit difficult to stick their shooter.
Right.
So they're looking at some angles here.
No, it's close.
Okay. Can I stick it?
I don't think
you think I can stick with a 10? Okay.
Yeah, you can hit 3/4.
It's curling quite a bit here, like yours curled.
Mine curled?
Yeah.
I thought I helped it a hair. Like it wasn't probably a true,
like
but I
your
don't mind.
curl.
Okay.
So they are going to play a quieter weight at this, hoping to hit it in the right spot to both save their shooter, but also move both of those rocks far enough to bring that yellow one in the top 8-foot into play. So they don't actually have to remove the red ones from the house. They just have to remove them from the 8-foot.
Move it far enough. So the challenging part is to throw enough weight to get those 2 red rocks moving far enough, at least out of the 8-foot area, but not too hard because you need to also hold your shooter to score 2 points. So Christy Watling with her final rock on the second end. Really trying to make this curl. She just moved the 2 red. Shooter rolls out. She will stick for a single point.
That just hit it a little bit too high.
So a single point in the second end for Christy Watling. Beth Peterson leads 2-1 after 2 wins. We'll be back after these messages.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Gold Eyes, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to fundingchange.ca/MB Curl Museum. Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
So Christy Watling out of East St. Paul with a nice double on her final stone. Unable to hold the shooter for a second point, but still a very nice shot to score a single. Team Beth Peterson of the Assiniboia Memorial with a 2-1 lead, playing the third end with the hammer.
It's a good spot. Good spot.
First rock for Walling's team, Sarah Pike, center line guard.
Yeah, really
Peterson.
no choice for Watling at this point. They have to force the issue a little bit, hope they can steal a point to tie it up.
Melissa Gordon-Kurtz for Team Peterson, her first rock. Goes to bite the top forfeit, at least partially around that yellow center guard.
No bounce on this line. No bounce. No, off Laura. You're nowhere close. We're bumping.
Sarah looking to just freeze to this rock. Has to slow down and curl a little bit to get to the spot they want. And a shot from Sarah Pike. So both teams now, Jill, just trying to set the angles up in their favor with little kind of freezes, taps.
Yep, definitely. We'll see probably one or two more depending on how they get set up.
Little snug. Okay, line's good. Line's fine. Top 12. Right now. Okay, small bounce. Top 4.
Melissa with her second rock here in the third end.
Top 4. I don't know.
Again, just looking to get a good angle, come as much to the nose as they can with this freeze.
Yeah, and it just rolls off a little bit, which is an advantage for Watling.
Emily Deshane, second for Team Watling, looking to hit the rock of the Peterson team, just throwing, get a slight inside roll. Sit on top of a yellow rock. I got on this rock early, so maybe it's a little bit tight out of her hands. Made contact with both reds and sitting shot rock buried.
Feels fine.
Second, Megan Walter for Team Peterson, her opening rock on the third end.
Just missed the line call a little bit, but got it out in the open.
center guard still remains in place, so Watling will try to use that to her advantage to get around it. Emily's rock.
So sweeper's called heavy.
All the way back.
Christy just wants to get it right out of there. They didn't want to leave it quite that close to the middle, essentially. So they're gonna peel the center line guard and hope that they catch the yellow one in the house on the side.
So a few options, and you could freeze to the shot rock, hit the second shot rock and roll over, or play the run. But good opportunity to actually get one in the house as well by making this run back. Get a little bit high side, open up the middle rock, plus you could get the second shot yellow in the house.
Really nice.
Great shot, Megan.
Really nice shot. I did see that potential jam at on the
Right.
one on the back if you hit it the wrong way,
Yeah.
but that worked out really well for
Yeah, great
Peterson.
result. Last second and third shot for Team Peterson.
Throw preference. 8, 10.
Now Watling is shot rock, but without the hammer and 2 Peterson rocks in the house, definitely a safer call, Jill, to hit this rock as opposed to throwing the guard.
Yeah, definitely. And I think while they're only throwing a 10, there is still the potential, if it's on the high side, that they could clip the one at the back. I think ideally they want to hit and roll in to sit 2.
And hit it slightly to the outside and roll out of the rings.
And now the chance for Peterson to sit there 2.
Third, Kelsey Calvert for Team Peterson.
This one looks out there. It's got to get to the center line at least.
Yeah, Melissa really trying to curl this rock over. Roll slightly to the outside.
Yeah, it did come up at the end there, but now a chance for Watling to make the double.
Third, Laura Burdick looking for close to a nose hit to make the double on the 2 red Peterson stones.
Looked like she just floated that a little bit at the end. Yeah, they just got on the curl a little bit too soon and then overswept it, missed the call.
Yeah, maybe took off a little more than they expected and actually overcurled that rock slightly. Chance again for Kelsey to hit in line 2 for Team Peterson with the hammer in his third end to play. Roll slightly towards the center. Peterson line 2.
And the double still there for Watling. Second chance.
Another rock that just kind of overcurled slightly towards the end. I would have probably preferred Jill to stick that rock there, roll slightly to the outside, right?
Yes, definitely. It makes a double much more difficult.
Christy Watling with her opening rock here in the third end, looking to hit the stone slightly high side, like the double on the two Peterson counters.
We've seen a couple rocks come up here in this spot. Unfortunately, that one did not.
Yeah. Almost got the double the other way. Again, those were tough line calls. You have to make sort of the decision early if you want to try to hit a little bit thinner and actually get across the top of the other rock and make it the other way. So Beth Peterson, a good chance again to lie two with and create some good separation between these two red rocks.
Yeah, if they just nose this, the double is much more difficult for Team Watling than it has been on the last two shots.
Looking for more of a nose as opposed to a slight outside roll could create more of an angle for Watling to make the double red, so probably a nose hit.
Exactly.
Is what they're looking for.
In this case, actually, a slight roll in, even just a rock, is not the end of the world either.
They got on this rock early.
Nice down weight that allows them to stick, but now third chance to get rid of both reds. For Team
nice pressure by Megan Walter to hold the line, but it just stayed in the rings, but does leave this double opportunity for Christy Watling.
So she's hitting it sounds like she's hitting the one that's actually a little bit deeper in the rings first to kick then the other one out to the side. There's numerous ways that she could hit this and stay in the rings. No. This one's really over curling.
Christy Watling, her final rock in the third end. Just seemed to be a little tight on line right off the bat. Sweepers couldn't quite hold it. The hit and roll out leaves Beth free draw for a second point.
Yeah, Team Watling certainly had chances to get out of this end and giving up the deuce. They had 3 shots at a double. They had to make one of them.
Right. Yeah, on a rock like that, they could have made it a couple different ways, so you had to make sure you're at least on the wide side to make it one of 2 ways, that double. Somewhere sort of in the pocket area would have made the double.
Yeah, just missed the wrong way.
So Beth Peterson, her final rock here in the third end, opening draw, free draw for 2 points. Just playing that draw to the button path, which they've seen a lot this week.
Wait for T. 14-4. Good, Beth.
Sweeper just cleaning it in as it settles in for a second point. So 2 deuces for Beth Peterson the first 3 ends. Takes a 4-1 lead against Christy Watling. We'll be back momentarily.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game. Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Thank you for joining us for this Manitoba Championship draw, brought to you by Seagram's 83, Manitoba's #1 whiskey.
New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without broom caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
So the hit and roll out by Christy Watling on the double attempt with her final rock in the third end created the opportunity for a free draw to the rings for a second point for Team Peterson at the Assiniboine Memorial Curling Club. Team Beth Peterson leads 4-1 after 3 ends of play. Just update the other 2 games going on again. All 3 of these games could have implications to which 3 teams qualify for the championship round, which starts tonight. Team Melissa Calvert up 3-2, playing the 4th end without the hammer against Lane Prokopowicz. And Darcy Robertson has blanked the first 3 ends against Cassidy Dundas. So Team Peterson with Melissa's first rock went top 4. Watling with Sarah's first rock still in a corner guard and a tight guard here from Melissa with her second stone here in the 4th end.
Yeah, so a little better start to this end than 2 ends ago when we saw a similar setup, but Melissa didn't quite get her rocks in the right spot, so it's a better setup for Team Peterson.
Team Watling looking to use that corner guard they threw on Sarah's rock to get around it. Yeah, that rock curled so much that she came out a little bit on the other side, but not easy for Peterson to get at it. So,
yeah, Christy was saying hard to get by. There was actually a fair amount of room by the guard, but I think what she actually meant was hard for line because she knew it was going to over curl the guard.
So on this side, if you come around a guard, you definitely don't want to just hair by the guard, right?
Exactly.
Otherwise, it's going to pop up on the other side. So you have to still allow yourself quite a bit of room when you're burying rocks. Peterson's second, Megan Walter. Looks like this guard attempt is just over curling slightly.
No, that's okay. That's fine.
With about half of that shot rock open, it does allow Watling a chance to get at it. So they're going to throw hack weight here with Emily's rock.
Playing quiet weight at this, trying to remove the red and stick around. This is pretty tight to that tight guard. Oh, really good sweeping to get that by.
Yeah, Laura Burner keeping that rock straight for Emily. Just got it by the guard.
Chance though for Peterson to roll back to the middle, bury it a little bit more than it was.
Megan Walter looking for the hit and roll towards the center line. And sits pretty well right there, so opportunity. Emily Duchesne to make the hit and roll behind cover. That's some nice late curl there and partially behind cover.
Yeah, you can probably see maybe a quarter of that, so Beth will have to decide if they want to chase it.
That rock from Emily was looking more like a nose hit most of the way down, but just kind of found the late curl, and pretty good result for them.
Split the red, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a really good option. That's important, an important discussion that they just had there, and that's the way that you have to miss this shot. You can't miss it on the Y side.
So that would factor into their weight selection, right, Jill? If
Exactly.
they're playing a little quad hack weight, so if they do chip the top one, they can spill at least maybe 2 of those red rocks in the house. Really working this to keep it straight. Just ticks the top tight guard.
Yeah, that's also a tough line call at that point, because I mean you could have left it.
Yeah.
You're really wanting to make the shot. Sounds like it almost took off a little bit.
Yeah, really close to being perfect on that throw.
But you can't really feather tick that guard either.
Yeah. So a chance for Laura here, third for Team Watling, a draw into lie 3.
Line's nice. We're close. Copy. 6, 7. Running. T-line back 4. Whoa. Starting to curl. I don't want to. Trying. Well, just here, not deeper. Pass your broom. No, let's stop. Let's stop. Good.
They're fully behind cover. They were looking for top 8, Jill. Still able to bear it on the button. Was that a little deep for Team Watling?
Definitely. Yeah, I'm surprised Beth's not even. Yeah, exactly. That's what my thought was.
You like this? If it's there, I like it.
So they could freeze that rock. A good freeze would make a deuce very difficult for Team Watling.
Exactly, yes.
Instead, they're electing to play the double on these 2 yellow rocks.
My first thought is that this actually helps Watling's team, is it keeps a little bit of that scoring area open.
Right.
When
and
they
they
have
will
the last
roll out
roll.
with the double.
Curl for Pete.
What do you like there, Sean?
I like the freeze as well.
I agree. Oh, and this, she must have just got back a little bit.
Yeah, she's going to go right by it.
Yeah, I know. I think she might get desperate and try and freeze here. Yeah,
I think even if you made the double there, you're rolling out. Gives Watling's team a chance to bury again. And at some point, you're going to probably have to play the freeze. So that was probably a good opportunity on that shot for Kelsey to make that freeze.
Yes.
And there would have been no great run back opportunity for Team Watling as well. So now a great chance for Laura and Team Watling to get a 4th rock in the house.
T-line is too deep.
Yeah, again, they're looking for more top 8, somewhere top house here.
Yeah, anywhere short, really. You got to make sure you have the line on this.
It's hanging out, but they don't want to swoop to make a curl because it's a little heavy.
Now you've essentially left a bit of a pocket there for
Settles onto the
Peterson.
T line, Team Watling line 4. But So an opportunity for Beth on her first one here in his fourth hand to kind of play a little freeze tap. Maybe get to the inside slightly.
Okay, just like back 4, back 8. Just try and tap that one to roll in front. Make a little bit of room. Right on, it's fine. Yeah, I agree. Okay, like a 14-2? 14?
I feel like if she just played the freeze, she would potentially still get second shot.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with this angle,
Right.
but yeah, I think she probably would, even if she just played the freeze. So.
And anywhere kind of in that pocket would be tough for a Watling team to remove.
Yeah. One thing you don't want to do is be heavy here and not get the curl.
Yeah.
Seems to be very weight sensitive, that you throw any little extra weight and you don't get that finish.
Looking for a freeze tap. Sweeper is trying to hold the line. And they're making a curl at the end. Slight inside roll on the tap for Team Peterson.
Yeah, nice shot.
Now is the yellow, the one kind of by the top forefoot onto the red run back angle available for Team Watling here, Jill?
Yeah, definitely. That was the one thing with Beth's shot is even if they had played a little bit less or had it curl more,
right.
Ideally you really wanted to get to the nose of that one on the button to make this shot unavailable.
So a chance for Christie with her first stone in the fourth end to kind of angle this one, biting the top forefoot. Onto the Peterson counter.
We saw Kelsey's run really straight here. I mean, she might have gotten it back a little bit, but this one is doing the same thing. It's just floating a little bit.
Yeah. Emily's really trying to make this curl.
Really nice
Great
result.
shot from Christie.
Now this freeze is definitely harder, given that one that is sitting in the top forefoot. Really, really important shot here for Peterson.
So looking to get this rock somewhere in the forefoot area. Ideally, maybe corner frozen to the shot rock. Should be difficult for Watling to remove. Beth Peterson with her final stone here in the fourth end, facing 4 Watling counters.
It'll be really important for the sweepers to communicate the speed here, because they could come down to the back one and eliminate 2 rocks.
Just ticking at one of the top forefoots.
I think they got fortunate. It was kind of in between, and like you heard Beth yell, we got to do something. Sometimes that happens, is you're kind of waffling back and forth, and it's actually worse when you don't make a decision. It's better off to make a decision, even if it ends up being the wrong one, because sometimes not making the decision is worse.
So maybe they had a couple calls in mind and weren't quite sure which one to choose as it was coming down the sheet.
Yes, that's exactly what happened, and the communication was a little bit lacking, I think. So I think that because that has a slight overlap with the one on the button, it's going to be a little bit difficult. I think she can still tap this for 3. Yeah. I don't know that she can get it by that one in the back 8 foot.
It
what
looks
do you
like
think?
When you hit that red rock, it's going to just kind of barely touch the one in the button, which may direct onto the back rock and won't be able to remove from play. But as you mentioned, Jill, if she could just tap it far enough, get to close to the nose, tap it out of the forefoot to score her 3 points.
You can hit it high side. Okay.
Christy Walling with her final stone here in the fourth end.
Oh, and they just feather ticked
They got on that rock early, weren't able to hold the line. So a bit of a missed opportunity for Team Watling. Still scores a single point. Beth Peterson leads 4-2 with the hammer now, going into the fifth end.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba.
So you still don't recycle this at the office?
'Cause you're too busy? Work, work, work.
Or you're too important, like the boss.
The big boss.
Do this, do that.
Oh,
Recycling's not in your job description? Hey, not my problem. Recycling's not in your inbox? Not in your to-do list? Hello? You drink it, you bin it.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together.
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice. And pizza choice. And salad choice. And so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
So Christy Wally from East St. Paul with her final rock in the fourth end, looking for a multiple score, but just ticking the guard, settling for a single point. Hammer goes back to Team Beth Peterson from Assiniboine Memorial. They lead 4-2 after 4 ends.
So Beth Peterson's team needs to realize they dodged a pretty big bullet in that end.
Yeah.
They could have given up 4 or 5 at one point. Then it was 3, and then they only gave up 1. So I think they would need to regroup in between ends and make sure that they try to get a little bit more precise. And for Watling's team, actually having that opportunity to sit so many stones and potentially have the shots, they just need to try to keep it that a little bit of that momentum.
So even though it wasn't the end result they wanted by scoring a single, they can at least take some momentum into this end, having made a lot of good shots that end. This rock from Sarah, looking for a freeze attempt, is coming a little bit short. We'll settle into the top 12 foot. Now for Team Watling, Jill being 2 down without the hammer, how aggressive do they need to be this end? There's still lots of time. Only down 2 points.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to take a little bit of risk. Peterson being 2 up with the hammer. They're going to want to try to score another couple of points this end and potentially put the game a little bit more out of reach. So Watling's going to have to take a little bit of risk to try to steal and get that momentum back on their side.
Peterson Lee, Melissa Gordon-Kurtz getting around that top yellow rock. Into the top 4 foot. Peterson line 2 with the hammer.
Top 8, top 4.
Watling calling for second Emily Duchesne to play a corner freeze. Either onto the shot stone or even the second shot stone would be a good result. Somewhere top 8, top 4 foot area.
Yeah, just somewhere that they can make use of it.
pretty good result for Team Watling. Not easy to get that stone out, so Beth electing just to peel the center guard.
Yeah, Beth's team, like she said, they're sitting 2, and they don't really need to get themselves into too much trouble. They have control of the game right now.
Peterson's second, Megan Walter.
Yep, a little bit. Clean. Nice throw.
Just peeling the Watling center guard.
Halfway.
Just to provide an update on the other 2 games, after 3 consecutive blank ends, score of 2 for Cassidy Dundas, lead 2-0 over Darcy Robertson. Alyssa Calvert with a 4-2 lead over Lane Prokopowicz. All games currently playing the 5th end. Team Watling looking to replace that center guard.
Hard. Okay. Roll, just plant that there, or? Yeah.
So the guard from Team Watling just slightly under curled.
She'll make this back. Well, I guess that'll be there. Or we just rip. Yeah. Yeah. Like what?
Exactly. And Beth will always have the middle open.
Beth's just going to call Kelsey down to have a little bit of a discussion about what to do.
Like they can't play weight at this to get anything.
No.
This was their shot and they don't have it now. I know that we're up 4-2 and have hammer.
But it's early still.
Yeah, I know.
Our thought was rip.
Okay. They'll just make it better and then we're just still ripping for
Then we're
more.
ripping.
I mean, they have to make
Then
the play.
they have to make a move
Okay.
eventually.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, they can come down.
So the choice is Joey to peel the guard or make a play on the rocks in the house.
Well, like Beth said, they don't have a lot to work with right now. And it's going to take them a couple of shots probably to get rid of the 2 red ones. But Peterson's team also wants to make sure that they still have that opportunity to have a shot at the end. So while they're peeling the guard, and it might open up that one shot that they did have, which was moving the yellow one that's on the left-hand side and tapping it in somehow, I think that keeping that guard area open is still the priority for Peterson.
Back line.
So Team Peterson looking just to keep the front clear, keep the play into the rings, that if Watling does eventually make a play into the house, all the play will be into the rings. With no guards in front, to make the scoring path easier for Team Peterson.
Exactly. So I think Watling is actually trying to cross the nose here a little bit on this to tap their yellow rock onto the red ones and try to get both of those red ones just slightly behind the tee line.
Third, Laura Burdick for Team Watling, her opening rock in the 5th end. Maybe just a little firm on the way, hit it a bit too much high side from what they were intending.
Yeah, I think Beth's probably going to want to get rid of some yellow one now.
You can try and stick too if you'd like.
Team Beth Peterson still line 2 with the hammer.
Like, do you like it over the top? Whatever way you see. It's like there. You're over the top. Okay. Think if you just throw it hard and do this. Yeah. 3/4. Peel.
So really, this is probably the best option for Watling's team right now, is to use this yellow one. So Peterson's just going to rip it out of there. They just have to watch the jam on the back yellow one, but they could either go over the top of the back one or just throw it hard and eliminate both.
Whoa.
Looking to make the double. Third, Kelsey Calvert.
Good shot. Really nice shot. And sticks for third shot.
Yeah, nice bonus to make the double and stick around. The side of the 8-foot. Peterson line 3.
Little big. Count if you're big. Curl up, curl, curl, curl. Gotta go hard. Curl. Never off. Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Gotta go. Hard, 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 hard. Good. Really good.
Third, Laura Walker. Laura Burnick tapping the rock from the top 4-foot onto the tee line. Start creating a pocket on the tee line area.
I don't know how else you're getting this out. I don't know how. I just don't know how else you're getting this out. Okay, let's make it. 3/4, peel.
Looking to make another double. Third, Kelsey Calvert.
Whoa. 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 Curl for a piece. Curl.
Just seeing debate outside on the release.
Curl for a piece. Hard Beth, hard Beth.
I think she touched every rock.
Just clipping the top rock. Can't leave the 2 yellows in the house. Got things moving in the house for sure.
Yeah, but it's left a bit of a pocket here for Watling to freeze to.
Right in the pocket.
So a good opportunity for skip Christy Watling to get out of the end here with a good tap freeze. Looking to get this rock somewhere in the pocket of the 2 Peterson rocks on the button.
Line's good. Easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Curl. Really hard curl. 4, 5, hard curl. Hard, Sarah. Hard.
Tap from Christy for second shot.
Playing on the 7 is no good.
Let's not.
Playing on the 5, you can probably get it to nut here.
So a pretty good shot from Christy Jill. No easy way to get that yellow rock out. That was just strong.
Yeah, if anything, they could have maybe curled just a little bit more. I still think this has turned out to be a pretty good shot for Watling.
Locked. It's just this is going like you can't. You can make this. It's jamming here. Yeah. Said you can lock, like send that. It's not my favorite shot, but what does she have to get one right now? No, I know.
It's probably tap that.
So am I just ripping this off?
I don't mind that, yeah.
She could
try and tap
maybe
it.
nose. I might have a.
And then
I
you'll
should have a shot
double.
for one.
I like that. And then
I don't
it's
know what
open.
else we do.
She has to be
You
really
guard
precise
this,
not to
but
leave something.
I don't like it either. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the only other shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I think you rip the 5.
Let's rip the 5.
You got it.
So that Watling rock and the just biting the button is not really in an ideal spot for Peterson to try to get it out of there. So they're just going to remove this yellow one and hope that it leaves them a shot for a point or two on their last.
Yeah. Guys, have a touch left.
Yeah, no easy way to get that rock on the button from Watling out of the house and not jam on one of your red rocks. So just electing to hit the top rock. Keep things open potentially for best final stone on the fifth end.
Clean. Easy. Easy, clean. Clean. Yep. Clean.
So Beth peeling a top rock out of play, making the double on the way by.
If we move it an inch, we'll be able to blast and punch it through the hole, no?
I know, but there's no other way to get shot.
No, I know.
If anything, you can hit it a hair low. But
do you want to plant it to here? I guess we're not.
No,
Okay,
you won't be shot.
No, you.
I mean, even if you did a hair high and come off of that to do that, right? Same weight?
Same weight, yeah.
I threw it like about here, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
At 4-5.
Okay.
So on the nose?
Yeah, we're a hair high.
So just trying to nudge that in for shot, I think, Sean?
Yeah, I think they were talking getting pretty close to the nose, or maybe a touch on the high side. Also important to keep your shooter in a good spot here.
You have time on the last? Okay.
Christy Watling, her final stone here in the fifth end, trailing 4-2. See Beth Peterson with the hammer in the fifth end. Just looking for a small tap on her rock. Yellow rock on the button.
This one looks a little light. I don't even know if they're going to tap it very far.
Just a little bit short of weight. It does over curl.
Yeah, that makes it hard for Beth's team to get two, I think. Looks like Beth's just going to throw it away. I see Kelsey walking over to the side. No sense in risking anything here. Taking a point, being up 3 at the half is a pretty good situation.
Yeah, they didn't look at this for very long. Peterson's still line 1, but
Gonna pretend.
really no shot to score 2 here.
That's what you get for being young and spry.
I think they made Megan take the throw through because she's the young one.
Okay. Team Peterson just throwing that final rock away, no shot for 2, but they'll take their single point and take a 5-2 lead over Team Watling into the fifth end break. We'll be back.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union, building a brighter future together.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to a rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. You would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon and Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between, the experts at McMahon and Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon and Yates, make it better.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
New at Asham, load up and go with our redesigned curling broom bag on wheels. This bag's all-terrain heavy-duty wheels glide with ease. Its solid construction is durable and fits all your curling gear. Check out our website at asham.com.
Ooh, I like it.
We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Curling, brought to you by Seagram's VO, integrity, tradition, and craftsmanship.
Why not? Just watch. Why not? Keep scrolling, I slide. Why not?
As a broadcaster and Hall of Fame football player, I'm constantly in the lab of life. For 15 years, my friends at Not Auto Corp have been pioneers as well.
Why not?
Introducing Winnipeg Car Lab, custom car wraps, graphics, and auto
Why
services.
not?
Winnipeg, why not get in the lab?
Welcome back to our coverage of the RME Women of the Rings Championship presented by Case IH in Pilot Mound, Manitoba. Sean Grassi alongside Jill Officer. Our feature game, Team Beth Peterson from the Cinnamon Memorial Curling Club, 5-2 lead over Team Christy Watling from East St. Paul. Just to provide an update on the other two games, Lane Prokopowicz drew in for 5 points to take a 7-4 lead over Alyssa Calvert. Calvert come into this game at 2-2, still in contention to make it into the championship round. Darcy Robertson at 3-1 currently leads Cassie Dundas 3-2. And the other two teams at 3-1, both in our feature match, Christy Watling and Beth Peterson. So 4 teams come into this final round-robin draw of the Asham Ultra Force group in contention to make the final 3 from their group and advance to the championship round, which begins tonight at 6:30. Lead Melissa Gordon-Kurz for Team Beth Peterson. Looking to get around the rock that she threw top 12 on her first rock into the top forefoot.
Good shot.
That rock settles onto the button.
This is a bit of a, I would almost call it a bit of a patient call on Christy Watling's part, being down 3 starting the second half. You know, and they do have the hammer. I'd be tempted to put up another corner guard.
So they could have thrown another corner on Sarah's or elected to possibly draw around the corner she threw on the first one.
That too. And then electing to play the hit, you have to stick around.
Right, so the hit was probably a play just to open in the middle up, potentially roll behind the corner, but one danger is if you do roll out. Giving Team Peterson just another chance to throw a free draw in here. So Jill, the previous 2 ends, it looked like both teams could have had big scores. Watling at one-time line 4 a couple ends ago, settling just for a single point. Peterson in position to score multiple points. The previous end, pretty good shot for Christy on her last one to force Beth just to a single. Peterson currently 3 up without the hammer, playing the 6th end.
So not really an ideal result there on Megan Walters' first shot. Really curled quite a bit and went a little deeper than they would have liked. So that's actually created a pocket for Watling's team. While they're not making use of it right now, that's a pretty good setup for them in the middle. So they're going to try and come around the corner guard here first.
So a pocket they could potentially use later in the end. For now, just trying to get around the corner guard that was thrown by Sarah on her first rock. Sweeper is just watching this rock. Looks a little bit heavy.
Okay, that's fine.
Will settle into the back of the rings. Peterson calling on second Megan Walters to peel the corner guard.
Yeah, being up 3, they don't need to play too much cute or
just looking at
precise.
A little simpler. Megan peeling the corner guard out of play. So at what point, Jill, does Team Watling attempt to play the freeze into the pocket? For now, just going to throw the corner guard, try to protect the one.
Yeah, I think probably at least until thirds rocks. They're only on seconds last here.
Trying to keep the play more of the corner for now. Maybe have Team Peterson to sort of waste a couple rocks peeling corner guards.
Exactly.
Come into the rings too early does give more time for Peterson to make maybe a double possibility in the house or move things around in the house. Trying to curl this over to protect most of that rock in the back 8.
And they've actually left it about half open, but Beth's just going to play the, I think she almost called for the run back, which she really doesn't have to play that. She made it look like that's what they were calling. But
yeah,
just a straight peel is fine here still.
Kelsey Calvert peeling the corner guard out of play. Looks like now on thirds first rock for Laura Burnick, they're going to play the freeze into the pocket.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to throw one more guard. What about you, Sean?
Yeah, I think Beth is peeling the guard for sure. If you throw it against, you kind of have them waste one more rock. Coming in early does give Beth more time to kind of move things around the house, which could create a double opportunity for Beth a little bit later in the end.
Whoa, no bounce, no bounce. Whoa, no. No.
Again, just that extra couple feet of weight, and it really tracks.
Yep, line's good. 4-8, hard.
Trying to get this rock frozen into the pocket.
Okay, that's good. 4-8.
Pretty good result from Team Watling. Maybe didn't come in quite deep enough.
Redo this. We're just tapping again. You can just plant this. Get rid of that. Do you like trying to roll at all or staying here? I think just staying there is good. Okay. Just 10-5.
I think if they try to roll, it leaves 2 yellows in the rings. You don't know if your shooter rolls too far or it sits in a spot where then they can make a double and lay 3. It's just a little risky. So just leaving your shooter in front here is much more beneficial for Team Peterson.
So trying to keep the shooter somewhere in the 4-foot area.
Okay, that's a good spot.
In the end, they probably should have swept that to roll it over, maybe. Maybe.
Do you want to take a peek?
So Team Watley in line, shot rock on the button. Second and third shot belong to Team Peterson.
Do this.
Could there be any consideration, Jill, on that last throw from Team Peterson to hit the rock in the back 8-foot? Or could that have left Wally another opportunity to freeze in there? Then it's looking pretty tough to get any yellow rocks out at that point.
Yeah, it's going to depend a little bit on what Christy does here, but sometimes, yeah, Peterson may just choose to hit that one out to eliminate the damage.
Third Laura Burtnick for Team Watling.
Just trying to hit and roll in front, I think.
Just get a little bit to the inside, try to roll this rock towards the center is what Team Watling is hoping for.
Yep.
It sits on the corner of the shot rock on the button.
Yeah, I think they just over-rolled that a hair. They should have just rolled, I think, just right in front on the nose.
So Beth Peterson looking at close to the nose. The rock on the button definitely flies out easily. But the first rock they hit, Joe, that's going to be the difficult one to try to get out. They're hoping to maybe spin it off both of those rocks.
Yeah, I think they're hoping that when it comes off the yellow one, that it kind of goes across the top of the red one almost so that it spins out sideways.
Beth Peterson with her first rock in the 6th end. Looking for the outturned peel. Hit on the nose of that rock in the top 4-foot. Remove both yellows from play.
Yep.
Hit that rock slightly high, so I got the one rock out of the button, but still 2 Watling rocks in the house.
Yeah, I think she just probably needed more weight than anything to try to get that yellow one spinning farther. Setting up for potentially another big end here for Watling if they can make the double here, although Peterson will still have a double.
Christie with her first rock here in the sixth end, looking to lie 3. So Christie hits a roll into the forefoot to lie 3. Pretty good roll there, Joe. Didn't create any double opportunity for Beth, although she can make a double off the second and third shot rocks here.
Yeah, they were never going to be able to eliminate this double.
So Beth Peterson with her final rock in the sixth end, just looking to clear the 2 yellow rocks out of the house, make the double, and eliminate a possibility of more than 2 points for Team Watling. They're on this early to keep it straight. It's over curling, trying to make the double the other way.
Yeah, Beth just got really tight there, and then they tried to get it the other way, but it was quite thin. I think it sat enough.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fortunate that rock hung on just enough in the back 12 foot to be third shot. So a draw into the piece of the 8 foot for Christy Watling to get within 1 point of Team Beth Peterson. And the sweepers get that rock just in the top 8 foot, so 2 points on the board for Team Christy Watling. They trail Beth Peterson's Assiniboine Memorial team 5-4 after 6 ends of play. We'll be back after these messages.
Today's sponsor, RME. Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For for prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps. Come talk to your PharmaSafe pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSafe.
An important 2 points for Team Christy Watling. Beth Peterson now leads 5-4 with the hammer, playing end 7. On Team Watling's opening rock here in the 7th end, Sarah Pike throwing a guard that's very close to touching the center line. Actually had the official come out and look at it. Any guard touching the center line with the no-tick rule can't be ticked off the center line during the free guard zone play.
So I think they determined that it was off the center line, but then I don't think it changed the shot call for Beth.
Yeah.
But sometimes you want to know at least if you have the option to tick it.
And it possibly could come into play here if they do tap this yellow guard.
They might both be on the line now.
That's close, yeah. The official will have to come back out and look at those. At least the yellow rock anyway looks pretty close.
Yep.
It's a good chance for lead Sarah Pike to get a round cover around both of those guards.
Right there. Where? Hey, Laura, just go. Take it right back. Top four. Even if you're back, you want to get back. Go. Top four. Yes, you have to go.
Really good weight by Sarah. Just really out there.
Yeah, they were trying to curl it just to get it partially behind cover, but this rock wide open for Beth.
Sometimes on Sarah's first one, she actually over curled. So sometimes, it gets in your head a little bit when you get in to throw another one in the same path, and she may have overcompensated a little bit.
Team Peterson lead Melissa Gordon-Kurz for second rock in the 7th end. Looking to roll away from the center line. It's rolled slightly outside, but still a good chance for Team Watling with the hit and roll to get a rock under cover.
Stay close with this one. Yep. Stay close with this.
Team Watling second, Emily Deshane. And they're attentive for the inside roll. This rock just hanging out a little bit. Roll this rock slightly to the outside. And for Team Peterson, they're okay if the rocks stay to the outside, keep the play out to the wings. Watling would like to see some play around those guards out front without the hammer. So Megan Walter just hitting a sticking right there.
Just trying to throw a little bit quieter weight, just to be able to manage the stone down the sheet and really get a chance to make that roll back to the middle. Just a little wide on the throw.
So another slight roll to the outside for Emily. Still remains in the rings. Megan will need a slight inside roll for this rock to stay in the house.
Yeah, and they definitely want to stay to keep that play to the wings, like you were talking about, Sean. If they roll out here, it gives an opportunity for Watling to use those center guards finally.
It's a run the nose, but not in the rings. Does give Team Watling a chance to use those guards, come around.
He's good.
Watling third, Laura Burtnick, trying to get this rock into the top 4 foot, around cover.
Back 8. That's definitely too deep.
Yeah, sweepers call it that it is a little heavy.
3-7. 3-5. Okay, tough one.
It's too bad. Good opportunity there for Watling's team. Even being top 12 there is better. Chance now for Peterson's team to eliminate these guards.
Well, yeah, and then it just 3-7. Well, like out of your hand, I think like.
Third, Kelsey Calver looking for the double peel, open up the middle for Team Peterson. This rock is hanging out. Still able to clear both guards. A shot from Kelsey.
Want to go one more?
That was really the one chance Team Welling did have Jill this end, was to make that come around on Laura's rock once it was missed. Double peel set up very well for Team Peterson.
Sometimes on this fast ice, you know, it's pretty easy to overthrow. Sometimes you have to remember in your mind to dare to be light, especially on a shot like that Laura had. They'd be better off having another guard.
You like to give your sweepers a chance to work with it on this fast ice.
No. No, I don't want to. Okay, that's fine. Are you on same turn?
I was just wondering, same turn.
Again, looking to peel this rock with Kelsey's rock. Aiming here for a blank in the 7th end for Team Peterson.
Easy. Clean. Think clean.
Yep. Yep, a little bit. Yep. Good. Get there, Kels.
Christie looks like she called this rock into the 4 foot.
T-line.
Is Christie concerned, Jill, if she threw another center guard, Beth may choose to go around it and potentially score 2 points that way?
Yeah, that certainly is a risk, but maybe that's better. It is the 7th end.
Right.
You know, we talk a lot in curling about being able to score in the even ends, especially in the second half of a game. So allowing Beth to blank this end actually gives them even more of an advantage.
Beth will be able to retain the hammer in the even ends potentially.
Exactly, and then they get a hammer in 8 and 10 potentially, and Watling only has a hammer in 9. So actually putting up a guard here, even giving up the 2 points, in my mind, would actually be better. And maybe you get lucky and you only give up 1.
I'm like, why are you calling 3 forward?
Yeah, 10-5.
Yes.
Beth Peterson with her opening rock here to end 7, leading 5-4 with the hammer. Just hits that on the nose.
Slid over here. Tragic. Okay.
Does Team Watling play this aggressively and attempt to roll in behind? That sort of tight, very wide though. Corner guard is more important to hit and stick on this rock and at least force Beth to make the blank.
I think I would just play the hit and stick here. Honestly, if you force her to hit in the middle, maybe you get a force.
They called a sweep very early in this to hold it straight. So that rock goes right by. So mistake from Team Watling. Free draw to the rings for Team Peterson for a second point. Yeah, Chrissy just mentioned combination being a little bit quiet, a little bit inside on the throw as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I was just talking about giving up the 2 points.
Yeah, here it is.
Maybe not in this exact way, but nonetheless, it does give Watling the last stone advantage back. And when they have had last rock, they've had the opportunities to potentially score 2 or 3 points. So if they can do that again, they'd be in a decent situation.
So what was looking at one time like it was going to be potentially a blank end as a free draw into the rings for Team Peterson.
I don't think that's in, is it? Yeah.
Team Peterson with a deuce here in the 7th end. They'll lead Team Watling 7-4. We'll be back in a moment.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you. We hope you're enjoying this Manitoba Championship Curling, brought to you by Seagram's VO, integrity, tradition, and craftsmanship.
So you still don't recycle this at the office? 'Cause you're too busy? Work. Or you're too important, like the boss. The big boss. Do this, do that. Oh, recycling's not in your job description? Hey, not my problem. Recycling's not in your inbox? Not in your to-do list? Hello? You drink it, you bin it.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canada Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canada Inn's. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadainns.com.
Team Beth Peterson scoring 2 points in the 7th end. They now lead Team Christy Watling 7-4. Plain and 8. Team Watling with the hammer. Again, this is the final round robin draw in this group, the Ashram Ultra Force group. Both teams currently sitting at 3-1.
This is the first time Watling's decided to change sides.
Right, they had thrown their previous corner guards the other side of the sheet.
Now it'll be interesting to see if she decides to throw a second corner given the lateness in the game.
Back button. Yep. It's coming down. Yep. Hard. Coming off. Yeah. Top 4. Yeah. You just. Okay, that's good.
Still electing to play a hit, try to roll behind their corner. I think I'd still throw another corner.
Yeah, are you surprised by this call, Jill, being down 3 points? You're getting pretty late in the game now, and 7.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
scoring 2 is pretty imperative here in the 8th end. You could throw another corner guard back on the same side, have 2 corners over there, or use the other side of the sheet, take advantage of the free guard zone.
Yeah, and either one is a fine option. But I definitely think that they need to take that chance now.
Yeah, I think given the score, if they were, say, only 1 down, even 2 down, they may kind of bide their time a bit, but being 3 down, scoring 2 so important in the center for Team Watling.
Yeah. 10. You got it, Meg. It'll go here.
I know.
Second, Megan Walter for Team Pearson is looking to remove the Yellowstone at the top of the 12 foot.
We saw this spot earlier in the game, and it really does curl off the line
trying to
here.
avoid the jab at the back. Did jab, but the yellow Watling Rock still is removed from play.
Now a chance for the Watling team to get behind this corner guard they put up. And they could be shot behind it because of the where that red one is, so high in the house.
Team Watling second, Emily DeShane, looking to get around that corner guard that was thrown on Sarah's first rock.
Pass to curl. Let it work. Oh. Okay, go now. Yep. Hard back. Hard to bury. You gotta take it right back. Hard curl.
A touch deep, but it is buried, so it'll force Beth to just peel the guard. Then it'll be decision time for Watling. This is probably why they could have afford to put up a second corner guard, but it'll be decision time for Watling as to how they go about trying to score more than 2 potentially. Do they guard it again? Do they come around the red? Do they hit and stick and sit 2?
That red guard on the top of the 12 foot is high enough in the way this ice curls. Like, it could serve as a guard for Team Watling. So you think, Jill, at some point they sort of use that as a guard? For now, they're elected to throw the corner guard, protect the rock in the back 8 foot?
Yeah, it definitely might come into play because they could easily throw a come around on that one and just bite the back 8, create that separation, make it harder for a run back for Peterson. Hope for a miss, and maybe they get 3 out of the end. But for now, they'll just probably waste a couple of rocks here. Or actually force Team Peterson to waste a couple of rocks.
Really trying to get this rock to curl over to protect the rock at the back 8.
Well, that rock is open now.
It's just a piece buried. Yeah. What do you like? Do we just throw it hard? I just don't want to tick them in. Oh. I meant the back one, sorry. But
No, I know.
Okay. Okay.
I guess it's still probably the right call.
So the shot rock is wide open for Team Peterson to go after. One concern they mentioned is if they somehow tick the top guard, it could potentially hit that rock into the house or onto the red rock in the top 12. So sort of playing a safer shot with a 3-point lead just to peel the corner guard that was just thrown.
Yeah, and really this one is a little bit closer. The one they just hit there is a little bit closer to center line. So if they had hit the one in the house, it allows Watling to come around that corner guard, potentially make it better, and it's closer to the middle.
So instead of replacing the corner guard, Team Watling with Laura Bernick's first rock in the 8th end, looking to get around that Team Peterson rock on the top of the 12 foot.
Line's good. T-line. Okay, golden. T-line. Holding. T-line.
Sweeper's trying to drag this rock to get it there.
Okay, that's fine.
Really nice brush to get that rock into the top 4 foot.
Yeah, good brushing to get it there, but they did leave it in a spot that there's a potential double. Like I had said before when we were talking about going around that, even going deep there, especially because to make it even with the other rock that you have in the house, and it creates that separation if you do get it buried.
We like peel.
Yeah, anywhere deep, Team Peterson is not going to play a freeze to at this point in the game with a 3-point lead, and it makes the run back tougher. Now with this rock being mostly open and a bit higher, just give Kelsey a chance to make the double on these 2 yellow rocks.
Yes! Whoa! 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 Curl! 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 Go! Ah! Great toss, Kelsey.
Just a hair too thin.
Yeah, really close on that double.
But I think they actually might have pushed it far enough to have shot rock now.
So they did make contact with that second yellow rock, but not enough to push it out of the house. But far enough that Team Beth Peterson is laying shot rock at the top of the 12 foot.
Sorry? Yeah, I see this. Yeah, same line.
Oh, it's fine. You can throw the same. Yeah.
So Team Walling with third, Laura Burnick attempting the same shot, trying to get this one a little deeper and more undercover around that red rock on the top 12 foot.
Back four is okay if they can get the line.
Curl.
Coming off now.
Just go then, curl.
You're going to have to really make this curl to get it behind cover.
Back, all the way back, all the way back.
Yeah, getting it buried is the priority.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, the rock settles into the back 8 foot for shot rock. Still partially exposed for Team Peterson to make a play at it.
Or you just, yeah, hack it. How much do you have?
Like 2/3. Whatever you like throwing, like drawway's been good, or you play the hat. You know this spot too. Yeah.
Call. So if you touch that, you still probably want like 2-3, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You got it.
Hey, half. This half. Are you guys good with this? Is that a freeze?
The Watling counter on the back 8 foot is about 2/3 open, so Beth Peterson, her first one in the 8th end, electing to play hack weight. Would they want to roll this rock, Jill, a little bit towards the center line, not leave a freeze attempt for Team Watling?
Yeah, definitely. Roll it as much as they can to still sit 2, but you also don't want to give them a chance to hit and roll behind if they chose to play the hit.
Clean. 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 Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Clean. Curl. Curl. Right to hard curl. Hard curl. Hard. Right to it. Good, Beth. Sit down. 11-9. Good.
So a good brush to curl that rock over just enough.
And just
Team
hung on,
Peterson,
too.
line 2. Christie will attempt the same come around they've tried the previous 2 shots. Hoping for a little more curl than the last 2 results, which didn't quite curl enough to get under cover. Very important rock for Christie if she wants to score 2 points in this 8th end.
We're just not second. No, I like this. Right around it. Go left. Yeah. Preferably like top 4.
Mine looks better than Laura's, but they have to take it deep enough to get it buried.
So settles in to bite the top forfeit for shot rock, but this isn't quite the curl. Probably just need a little more weight, Jill. That rock would have had time to get in there to lie buried, but
yeah.
Mostly open, kind of similar shot to Beth threw in her first one.
I didn't like that.
Beth Peterson with her final rock here in the 8th end, looking for the same kind of hack weight shot she threw with her first rock.
This one's a little more off the center line.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Managed to get it to cross.
So the main goal was accomplished there by just removing that rock from play, forcing Christy into a draw for her single point. So draw into the forfeit for Team Watling. They take a single point. Here on the 8th end, Team Beth Peterson will take a 7-5 lead into the 9th end with last rock advantage. We'll be back from Pilot Mound after these messages.
Today's sponsor, Sunrise Credit Union. Building a brighter future together.
If you grow up in a small town in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. The kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. You would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Goldeyes, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to fundingchange.ca/MB Curl Museum.
Team Christy Wally from East St. Paul forced into a draw for a single point in end 8. They'll trail Team Beth Peterson from Assiniboia Memorial 7-5. playing the 9th in this all-important final round robin game in the Asham Ultra Force group. Both teams currently sitting at 3-1.
So Beth elected to go to the open side on their first one, which is a safe call. But now that Watling has overlapped these guards, they're going to come around.
So Team Watling was looking for 2 center guards and attempt to steal this end, but Jill not have them in that spot where the double peel, when it becomes available, will be fairly routine for Team Peterson.
Yeah, it's not ideal for Team Watling. They would have ideally wanted them lined up on the center line, one just over the hog line and one a little tighter to the house. Although that double peel could potentially go back on Peterson's rock on the side in the rings, but depends on how you hit it.
No, I thought that was light, and then.
So Peterson lead Melissa Gordon-Curse, drawing around those yellow rocks into the top forefoot.
I like it.
Second, Emily Deshane for Team Watling.
That's all there.
Do you need to go around everything? Yep. Hard line. Hard
Christy asked the question and the sweepers didn't say a word.
Yeah.
Curl. Yep. Right back. Yep. 4 seconds.
Okay, so good shot by Emily. Onto the button, partially behind cover at least. Beth will attempt to double peel these center guards with Megan's rock.
I think if she hits it high enough, do you think it misses that back one, Sean?
I think it might drag enough to miss it. If they clip it, I mean, their main priority is at least get rid of these 2 guards. As it goes. Yeah, it definitely was hard to avoid the jam on that rock, but their main objective accomplished.
Yeah,
double
they needed
peel
to
of 2
play
center
that
guards.
regardless.
That rock spilled into the back aphis, so not really a danger rock for Team Peterson at the moment.
Room.
I
Laura
gave you
first.
some, though. I thought I'm there.
Laura first.
Eventually, Team Watling will have to make a play in their rings, given that Beth would either have a pick on the rock on the house or to run her run the top forefoot onto the shot rock. But for now, Jill just throwing guards. Any play into the house is going to make it easy for Beth, obviously, to make some kind of double. Well, that guard not quite curling enough for Team Watling.
Yeah, or we're nosing
They wanted to get that on
careful.
center or closer to the center line.
Yeah, and tighter to the house, ideally.
Pretty redirecty. Okay, whatever you see then.
You can just do this.
Yeah.
This looks like if I miss the line call, we're dead.
Yeah, I don't mind your call.
Okay.
I just don't think the side one is the.
Good chance now for Beth to make a play on her red rock on the top of the forefoot onto the shot rock.
Oh, you got it, Meg.
Second, Megan Walter for Team Peterson. They got on this rock right away, just trying to hold the line.
Okay, that's really good.
Nice shot from Megan.
Yeah, that worked out really well. Over curled where they initially called, but that worked out quite well.
I think just stop this box.
Yeah, rolling that red rock that's now shot rock kind of onto the corner of that yellow was a nice result for Team Peterson.
Yeah. Okay, back 8. Back 8.
Team Watling calling on third. Laura Burnick just tap this rock back with about back 8-foot weight, looking to tap the rock back. That's in the top 8 foot of Team Peterson's.
Joyce back 8. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard then. Hard. 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 Right to it. Right to it. Good.
Does tap the Peterson rock back. Best still line 2. With the hammer and a 2-point lead, playing N9.
It's tight by that guard. But
Can you play this turn? Valid card.
it does. The in's going to be really flat, though, is the only thing.
I know. I'm fine with you even if you roll out. That's better than. I think you throw here with the 10.
Okay.
Team Peterson looking with Kelsey Calvert's rock just to peel this top yellow rock out of the rings. It's a rock that could have been potentially used by Watling, so it's the rock they want to get rid of. Do tick the back yellow rock on the way by. Stay in the rings.
Yeah, I actually don't know that that's better.
Yeah.
that yellow one was protecting their red ones.
Yeah, because the red's lined right up onto the yellow, so. Team Watling again looking on Laura's rock just to make a little freeze tap here. Put their rock in a position where it'll be difficult for Team Peterson to remove.
Pretty good shot.
Yep.
Worked out nicely. Still some space for Peterson to make a play at it. But they have to straight pick it. Can't touch their own. Sounds like they're comfortable getting rid of everything there.
Yeah. Team Peterson third, Kelsey Calvert. Her final rock on N9.
Actually worked out nicely that their one red stayed for shot rock.
Yeah, things move around the back, but still appears to be shot rock at the moment. They're taking a close look at it. I don't think it'll change the call for Christie on this rock, though. Looking to come around that guard, the indicated top 8-foot weight. Anything deeper would make sort of the hack weight, backline weight shot easier for Beth to remove the rock that will be thrown here from Christie.
Can use it as a guard if it's light. I think this is good ice. I think you gotta go. You can go. Take a look. Has to curl. Has to curl. Gotta bury. You have to bury. Has to bury.
It's coming deeper than they wanted.
Has to bury. No. Okay. 4, 6. We're second. Doing that. Get as much as we can. Is that the same way I threw? You got it.
Yeah, the line callers were saying has to curl, but the sweepers didn't want to sweep it too hard because it was a touch heavy, but it settles in to bite the back 4 foot.
Yeah, they needed to sit for shot. They needed to stay shot force Beth to make a play at it.
So Beth threw 2 hack weights in the previous end. Pretty similar line to this one, Jill. Same kind of shot.
Yep. So they should know the line. The guard's high enough as well. They should get enough curl.
Beth Peterson, her first rock, and 9.
Easy, Meg. No. Curl. Curl, big.
Hard curl.
So there's a lot of moving to do. Got to get way across center line.
Right to it. Keep going.
Right to it.
That's fine. Good sweeping.
They do remove from play and also tick the back one going by.
Just tricky with that center.
So choice for Watling to hit the back red one to lie 2 or attempt the same come around. Electing to play the hit.
Yeah, I think they, if they can force Beth to a single point here,
Just don't want to give her the same shot again.
that's probably the best scenario.
If that guard was a little tighter, Jill, and closer to center, may they have chosen to come around it, play a little more aggressive shot?
Yes, definitely. I think that definitely would have been the call if that was if that guard was in a better spot, because obviously stealing one in this end would make it an even closer game. But at this point, I think this is the best option for them.
And they probably couldn't bury the rock any better than did the previous throw, and Beth was able to get it out pretty easily with hack weight. So
exactly.
I think given the fact that the guard is fairly high and off center, this dictates the call from Christy just to hit, to lie to, try to force Beth into a shot for a single point. There's a nose hit. Team Watling will lie to.
10-4. 10-5? Yeah, you got it.
Beth looking just for a hit and stick for a single point.
Yeah. 10-5. Just nose. Yeah, right at it. Oh, a tactical timeout.
Beth's just asking for their clock to be stopped so she can fix the microphone pack on her pants. Definitely need to get to the nose on this. They don't have much room to roll to the wing.
Okay, so the rock does roll too far. Team Watling stealing a single point here in N9 to close the gap. Beth Peterson will take a 7-6 lead with the hammer into the 10th end.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
So Team Beth Peterson not able to hit and stick for shot rock, and N9 look at the steal of 1 to Team Christy Watling. Beth Peterson's Assiniboine Memorial team leads 7-6 over Team Christy Watling from East St. Paul. Peterson with the hammer, playing the 10th end.
Yeah, I mean, Watling's probably happy that they stole 1 and the game is within 1, but it also means they don't have the last rock advantage. So, you know, for Peterson, if you'd told them before the game that they'd be 1 up with playing the last end, they'd be happy about that. But it's also when you miss shots and make shots, it kind of changes the momentum sometimes. So it's just something that Watling can use to their advantage going into this final end, and Peterson has to be mindful that they don't let it slip away.
So Team Watling with lead Sarah's second rock. Again, trying to throw the second center guard, looking for a better spot in the previous end where they kind of lined up that double peel. So they want to also keep this rock on the center line and more separation than they had in the 9th end. Does slip into the rings.
That still acts as a guard for now.
Beth choosing to play another draw with Melissa's second stone here in the 10th end. Into the top 8, so freeze the one that she had previously thrown.
To it. We're right to it. Pass it? Yep. Yep. We're all there. Good spot. Hey, good.
Rock sort of hung out a bit, so they chose to partially tuck a piece around the rock on the top 4.
And that's all part of the communication on a shot and managing it down the ice based on the throw and the speed of the rock. So that was they almost waited probably a little bit too long to make that communication, but it worked out for them on that one. It was a good heads up.
Team Watling second, Emily Deshane. And the difference on this one is that the sweepers haven't said a whole lot, even though Christy was asking whether or not it was heavy or through. Worked out okay. It actually ended up in a good spot, even though you're right, there wasn't a lot of communication on where the weight was for that rock. So
yeah, it ended up in a really good spot.
So Beth wasted no time to go up to that guard, try to peel it off. Megan Walters first rock, second for Team Peterson here in the 10th end.
Hard, you gotta go.
Came pretty close to ticking the yellow rock that Team Watling just put in there in the top 4 foot.
Hi. Okay, right here.
Watling has pretty good setup in the rings here, so they're electing to throw another guard. Try to protect this middle area. I don't think they want to guard their own, they just want a center guard.
Do you expect at least a couple more guards from Team Watling? Have best team waste a couple of rocks just peeling before they make a play into the rings?
Yeah, definitely. And they might even wait longer than we've seen in past ends this game. They might even wait until skips rocks.
Just the one. Whoa. Just over.
It's all there. Whoa.
No, just the one, Laura.
Get off. No.
Good.
So the center guard goes back up from Emily Deshane. Team Peterson again looking at the same intern peel from Megan Walter. This one's hanging a bit more out there.
Floating.
Curl enough just to get a piece of that rock.
Yeah, good thing, because I don't know what would have happened in the house.
Yeah, enough to remove it from play.
If she had missed that top one, she's hitting that yellow one at the top.
Yeah, there could have been a lot of rocks moving around the house that could happen.
Which, hey, maybe it would have worked out a little bit for Peterson.
So Team Watling again looking to replace the center line guard. Third, Laura Brennick's first rock. and number 10.
Where? Yeah. Okay, just let it stop.
They called for
no,
tight.
we
This guard could be potentially a little bit tighter than the previous couple guards.
Okay, that's good. Good.
Still a good spot for Team Watling. Any kind of double peel attempt, rocks are going to be kind of jamming in the house, so a little simpler call just to peel the top one on the intern side.
Yeah, I think Peterson's team will just wait for force Watling's team to make a move on that yellow one.
Peterson third, Kelsey Calvert. There's one hanging out as well.
Yep. Okay.
Well, they do remove one of the guards.
Yeah.
Again, that rock just hanging out and no damage done to rocks in the rings. But they do leave that center line guard up for Team Watling.
I know, I'm just waiting. Like, do you throw a high one or do you just come here?
Do we ever move this now?
No, I don't think we need to move this.
No.
This is helping us.
I think this helps us too. I think
If anything, we're tapping this here eventually.
We're seeing that?
I was thinking like here.
Yeah. I like this.
Or this.
I like that.
Here's
and then
fine
play
if you end
this
up
on
there.
yours.
They decide top 12 to act as another guard.
I think
shot?
so, yeah, just to kind of tuck a piece around it.
So you could probably throw the same. Maybe a hair more.
So 3 rocks to come for Team Watling. Need to steal one to force an extra, and eventually they're going to need to make a play yellow onto red because currently red is shot rock. But are they thinking, Jill, maybe just a little bit too early to play that? They might set up some kind of double attempt for Team Peterson. So
yeah,
maybe just try to set the angles up and maybe save that potentially even for Christie's last rock.
Yeah, I agree. I think, and I do agree, I think it is a little bit too early to make a play on that, but they are going to have to also probably make sure that they curl this one in there enough. You'd hate for Beth to switch gears on you.
Yeah. They were calling this top 12. The Supers indicate it's a little bit light. They are going to bounce off their center guard. Still leave 2 guards out in front.
They're dead even, so whatever one you hit.
Okay, probably the intern, I guess, and try and...
This way?
Yeah.
This one is
Possible
just
double
like
peel here.
just below. Okay, let's go.
Just watch my shooter.
So I think there's enough space here between these 2 rocks that if she comes off the one, she catches the back of the other and might wiggle her shooter into the rings.
Yeah, just looking to get kind of in between those 2 rocks to get the double, and your shooter may come into the rings as well. Just over curling a little bit.
Yeah, just hit it too thick.
Yeah. Good sweeping. Yeah.
Leaving a center guard up.
Just tap.
Looks like Christie is going to try and make a play now to promote her yellow rock in for shot rock.
Yep.
Again, leaving it too late, Beth may choose to guard. You may not have an opportunity.
Exactly.
And Christie has nothing on the other side of the sheet to work with, so this is really her only shot to lie shot rock. So Christie Watling making the move now on her first rock in N10, needing to steal one to force an extra. Trying to tap this yellow rock in the top 4 foot for shot rock. Very important, Jill, where she leaves her shooter as well. Doesn't want to spin off it and leave a double for Beth.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't want to hit it too high. You want to leave it as much in front as you can.
Easy. I think you're all there. No, off.
Close!
No, off! Heavy!
Curl! Curl then! Hard!
They could just sliver this and roll their shooter right out of there, but wow, that really took off.
Just overcurled a bit to actually just sort of touch the top red one first.
Yeah, just a mismanaged rock. They were calling heavy and they started to sweep it to curl, and then all of a sudden it's just too late.
Yeah, just overcurled slightly. And Team Beth Peterson still shot rock at the back of the button.
Yeah, you've got most of it now, half of it.
Team Peterson
I feel like it's
coach coming out.
Playing the double.
Kyle Kerr, Kyle Kerr. So I was going to say Colin.
Yeah.
But Kyle Kerr's, Melissa Gordon Kerr's the lead. It's her husband.
And honestly, nose isn't the worst because I have to maneuver it because the rock higher, you know?
If you nose the 7, do you catch the 3?
No.
You don't catch her 8 either?
No.
No. Just inside.
Yeah, if you do this, she can hit it hard and plant.
You could rip the double.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but then she freezes. And then I don't really.
And you should have half the rock.
Nah, I don't think so.
And then she's got to get low on it for it not to open.
Yeah, but then I don't have anything.
Well, you just have like a half loop.
Okay.
I like the first call.
That's the shot I like. Just try to roll on top. They play a little tap tap. And
Even if you tap it to there, it's not the worst, honestly.
If you move it to it's really good. Because then you have that slash.
I still think you have the slash awareness right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like it's just a 10-5? Not even?
You don't have to work this.
Yeah, 10, 5, 11 is good.
Like that?
Yep. And overrolling's okay, so I can be a little bit
Yeah.
patient.
Okay. So 11.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good discussion about the shot that they ended up playing. And Kyle said it before he left, but even Kelsey just confirmed with Beth about how to call the shot or how to call the line on the shot, because they can overroll it and just punch that red one that's on the center line a little bit more out, and that works for them as well. But ideally, that's probably the most ideal. But just hitting and rolling in front here is quite good too.
And that rock in the top 4 foot could be advantageous rock for Beth, potentially on her last one if she needs to kind of run that in if Watling does get a rock in there.
Yeah, the only thing is they don't want to punch that red one too far.
Right. So Beth Peterson, her first rock in N10. Looking for a hit and a slight inward roll. This rock is hanging out though. They're really got to have this curl over. Looking to maybe play the double now.
Well, that worked
Sort
out.
of an audible color to make the double.
This was what Beth didn't want to play though either, simply
Right.
because now Watling does have a freeze here.
They discussed the option on Beth's rock to actually make the double as the plan A call, but as Beth mentioned, it does leave Christy this freeze opportunity.
Yeah, so for Watling here, it'll be really, really important to get to the inside, like the center line side of this rock on the freeze, because then any sort of angle slash that Beth might have, it'll be a lot harder for them to remove the yellow one because of the angle it would be sitting on the back button one.
If she freezes just the nose, Beth may be able to play the angle and still get the yellow rock out potentially.
Yes.
So Christy Watling, her final rock, and N10 needing to steal the force next round, looking to freeze to the Beth Peterson counter at the back of the button. Try to get slightly to the inside on this freeze attempt.
This one's really moving.
And just to over curl, Christy's last rock, it'll crash on the guard. So a win for Assiniboine Memorial's Beth Peterson. So Jill, any kind of final thoughts on this game? Kind of both teams had pretty good opportunities, a lot of ends.
Yeah, just a lot of opportunities that weren't capitalized on, unfortunately, and just seemed to be getting some maybe different throws in different spots and made it really hard to sort of manage the ice and the rocks.
So Team Beth Peterson with a 7-6 win over Team Watling. Peterson will finish round robin play in the Asham Ultra Force group at 4-1. Watling at 3-2. We'll be back on tonight, 6:30 p.m. for the first game of the championship round here in Pilot Mound for the RME Women of the Rings Championship presented by Case IH. Alongside Jill Officer, I'm Sean Grassi. Thank you very much for joining our coverage today.
Today's sponsor, RME, right by you.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.
You grow up in a small town, and in this part of the world, you basically learn how to curl real young. Kids and even adults, they didn't have a place to go because so many facilities were closed. So people started gravitating to our rink and coming out and skating, curling. It became a place to come every weekend for so many families. We would see upwards of 70 people coming and going, on a given Saturday or Sunday. I think it means a huge amount to so many people. It's an opportunity for friends, family, everybody to get together, have some fun.
Today's sponsor, PharmaSave. Canada's community pharmacy is proud to support Canada's community game.
At PharmaSave, we see you, and we care. We see the people in your life who depend on you, so you can depend on us. For prescriptions for common conditions, expert health advice, or support for life's little mishaps, come talk to your PharmaSave pharmacist.
And now collect and redeem Air Miles reward miles for even more value at PharmaSave.
Today's sponsor, Recycle Everywhere. You drink it, you bin it.
So you still don't recycle this at the office? 'Cause you're too busy? Work. Or you're too important, like the boss. The big boss. Do this, do that. Oh, recycling's not in your job description? Hey, not my problem. Recycling's not in your inbox? Not in your to-do list? Hello? You drink it, you bin it.
Curl Manitoba is proudly sponsored by Manitoba Pork. Good for me, good for Manitoba.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
At Viterra, we believe in the power of connection. Our world-leading agriculture network connects producers and consumers to supply top-quality food ingredients each and every day. Our team takes great pride in working closely with farmers to help feed the world. It's something we've been doing for over 100 years. And as an industry leader, we're dedicated to playing a critical role in meeting the needs of a growing world. Because together, we're stronger and achieve more.
Why not? Just watch. Why not? Keep scrolling, I slide. Why not?
As a broadcaster and Hall of Fame football player, I'm constantly in the lab of life. For 15 years, my friends at Not Auto Corp have been pioneers as well.
Why not?
Introducing Winnipeg Car Lab, custom car wraps, graphics, and auto
Why
services.
not?
Winnipeg, why not get in the lab?
From small towns to big cities, Chicken Chef is comfort food you can count on. We're your chicken choice, and pizza choice, and salad choice, and so much more. Chicken Chef, bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest.
For exceptional customer service that measures up to any job, see the experts at McMahon & Yates. From tools to materials and everything in between. The experts at McMahon & Yates make sure that you have everything you need for your next project, all delivered right to your door. McMahon & Yates. Make it better.
Eat.
Meet.
Stay.
Canad Inn's destination centers are your home for hospitality, with 10 locations in Manitoba and 1 in North Dakota, featuring the finest in accommodations, food and beverage, entertainment, banquet and conference facilities, and so much more. For the best service and best value, your only stop is Canad Inns. Call today at 1-888-33-CANAD or visit us right now at canadinns.com.
New at Asham, the Shore Glide Delivery Aid. Precision, stability, and style all in one. Available with or without Broom Caddy. With its durable design, it's built to last season after season. Check out our website at asham.com.
Today's sponsor, Co-ops of Manitoba. Win a chance to cheer on Team Canada at the Worlds in Moose Jaw, the Jets, the Bombers, the Goldeyes, or your favorite on a night out at Assiniboia Downs. And support the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame and Museum effort to preserve Manitoba's curling history and celebrate the greats in Manitoba curling. It's a Manitoba sports ticket raffle. Tickets are $5, 3 for $10, 10 for $25, or 40 for $50. Scan the QR code on your screen now for the complete prize and raffle details and to buy your tickets, or go to fundingchange.ca/MB Curl Museum. Thank you for joining us for this Manitoba Championship draw, brought to you by Seagram's 83, Manitoba's #1 whiskey.
RME, proud sponsor of Curl Manitoba and the Women of the Rings Provincials. With 10 locations in Manitoba, RME is your preferred Case IH equipment dealer. RME, right by you.